Why do we even need friends? There's a million reasons, but we're in Proverbs, so we're taking as much wisdom as we can out of Proverbs. And Proverbs 18:1 says, "A man who isolates himself seeks his own desires. He rages against all wise judgment." One of the greatest elements found in a friendship is that balance that becomes present in your life. I mean, it is. When you're irrational, you're about to do something really dumb, and you got a friend, you go, "What are you thinking? Don't do that." That is a bad idea, man. Friends bring balance into your life. The Bible gives us many reasons why friendship is valuable, but as stated here in Proverbs, one very strong amongst the pack reason why a lack of seeking friendship can be downright destructive. What does it mean? He rages against all wise judgment. He rages against all wise judgment, a man who isolates himself. Here, think about this. Okay, you ever been watching the news and some guy just went nuts? He climbed a water tower with a list of names and a rifle, right? And they got him. This almost every single time. What do they do first? They go to his neighbors. What kind of guy was John like? What do they say? They always say the same thing. Well, he was nice, quiet, kept to himself, didn't bother anyone. Oh, really? Nice guy. No one ever came over to his house. No one around. Kept to himself. A man who isolates himself, seeks his own desire, he rages against all wise judgment. People in those circumstances don't have that friend there to go, "What are you thinking, man? This is a bad idea." According to Proverbs, this is a strong reason that it is imperative through God's will that we seek friends. A lot of people might give you a different answer when you say, "Well, what is a friend?" They say, "Yeah, I've heard everything." People say, "What is a friend?" "A friend's somebody will come get you out of jail." In my opinion, if he was a friend, he'd be right there in jail with you. No, that was a joke, and that should not be taken seriously, okay? It was just a joke. All right. But the truth is, some of the things, a snapshot of a friend, first of all, it's a treasure. A friend is a treasure. It is. It's not, and we take each other for granted sometimes. We hurt each other because we're not thinking about what a treasure it is. The Bible's full of gold, man. It tells you this is what a friend is. And then we get one, and we forget about all the gold we have. And then we get in a fight, and we cut the ties for a long time. And it's like, I just dumped all my gold in the ocean. We don't realize what we have. They love you no matter what the circumstances are. They don't just see who you are, but they see what you're capable of becoming. They pick you up when you fall on your face. Someone you can share every single experience with. I'm talking about the ones you might even tell your doctor. Your good friend probably knows before your doctor. Someone who accepts you at your worst and helps you strive to be your best. Someone who understands, this is an important one, someone who understands the old you, believes in what you can become, but accepts you as you are now. Someone who stands by you when the world has abandoned you. Someone who wants nothing from you but your presence. Someone who defends you even before they know the whole story. They know when to shut up and just be present. That's an important one. Sometimes being a friend means you have to dump advice all over somebody. Just being there in their presence is enough. These are the characteristics that make what a good friend is. We've learned that friendship is beneficial. It's beneficial. It's healthy. And it keeps us in line in seeking wisdom. Perhaps that is the most important part from the will of God, that it keeps us in seeking wisdom. In short, it's in God's eyes, friendship's necessary. Proverbs 13:20 says, "He who walks with the wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed." You become like the people you're friends with. You become like the people you're friends with. Listen, I hate to admit this. My mother's no longer alive, so I'm glad she can't hear me say this. But every time she ever said, "I don't like him, you shouldn't be hanging out with him," I'm like, "You just don't know him." Every time she said that, she was right. I never had to admit that while she was here. But she was right. I wish I would have listened to my mom. I bet everybody in here wishes they would have listened to their mom at one point, or your dad, when they said, "Don't hang out with that kid, he's bad news." But it's true. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. That's the warning Proverbs gives. Many lives have been trashed by poor choices in friendship.